Alrighty guys, just give me 1 second, just sharing the stream out on social media quick. Beautiful. Alright. What's up everybody and welcome to today's Extra Life Summer of Gaming charity event stream tonight, because it is apparently National Spider-Man Day. We are going to be playing some Spider-Man PS4. Now this is one of the games that I've of course been saying for a while that I've wanted to get to playing during this Summer of Gaming charity event. Hey, what's up, Nate? I'm doing alright. How about you, man? But yeah, we're just going to start up a new game of Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4. And man, I haven't played like an actual new game of this game in a long time. I've done many New Game Plus playthroughs where you get to keep all your powers and your suits and everything. But just gonna change the button taps to holds just so it doesn't sound too horrible on the microphone, but yeah, let's get going. If you guys didn't know, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and this might be a hot take, but this is definitely one of, if not my very favorite video games of this console generation. Just got off work a little while ago. Was stuck in an intense storm. Not fun. Oh, geez. Well, sorry to hear that, but at least you're alright. At least you made it home safely and whatnot. But man, I love this game so much. Like, even the little Easter egg just in this opening cutscene. Like, there was a stack of Spider-Man comic books over on the shelf. You get to see Peter's schematics for web shooters and whatnot. Get to see what the inside of the mask looks like. Some of the villains that he's already faced. I love this game from top to bottom. I'm such a fanboy of it.
All units, level 4 mobilization. Location, Fisk Tower.
I kind of wonder how thrown off I'm going to be by... I don't think I've actually played a straight-up new game on this game since my first playthrough of it. Because like I said, on New Game Plus, you get to keep all your suits and all your power-ups and everything. So there's probably a lot of things, especially in combat and stuff, that I just take for granted that I'm probably not going to be able to do right off the bat. This introduction is pretty cool. It is a great start to this version of Spider-Man.
SWAT is 1084 at Fisk Tower. All units stand by. Warrant is en route.
Here's one of my favorite things. Drops you right into the gameplay. Right away. I love the one, like, it happened to the pants. We can all relate to that, exactly.
Captain Watanabe,
Did you take him down yet?
no. We're at Fisk Tower, but still waiting on the warrant.
Mind if I join in on the fun?
You know how his lawyers are. This one needs to go by the book.
I pretty much already know where I'm going, but,
You really want to help?
this introduction sequence is a nice little way to, you know, figure out the mechanic of swinging a little bit and find your way around the city, but
Almost there.
we got some web zips.
Hello?
Parker, where are you? We must run through the demonstration at least once before the grant committee arrives.
Yes. Sorry. Yes. Dealing with a personal issue. I'll be in soon. Promise. Better wrap this up quick than get to my real job. Looks like Yuri called in the cavalry.
Alright, we're gonna get into our first combat scenario here. Really hoping I don't embarrass myself, I'm not gonna lie. We are playing on the second highest difficulty. So, shouldn't be too bad, but like I said, I have no idea what actual, you know, combat abilities I have from the start. So it'll be a little bit of trial and error here.
Morning, guys. Who's ready for
One of the
that
things that I think
hot
this game
dog?
did, Spider Sense will flash around your head to warn of incoming attacks. When you see this, get ready to dodge. Yeah, but one of my favorite things about what they decided to do for this game, which I think totally works to its benefit, is instead of, you know, going for the whole origin story thing, they decided that this version of Spider-Man was going to be has already been Spider-Man for 8 years, up until the point where we're playing now. So, you know, we've already gone through the whole Uncle Ben thing, you know, the origin story, actually him learning how to swing and do all the basics. We're past that, it just throws you right in. And I kind of love that. Oh, we are getting our ass kicked right now. Hang on. Oof.
Fisk has a lot of
Alright,
guys
we actually can't heal right now because we haven't learned that yet. We can just, you know, throw these things around, dodge out of the way. We don't have very many moves that we can do here, but we have just enough to take care of these guys.
What's your status?
Thankfully.
Almost done here. You?
We're about to go in.
Maybe.
Be there soon. Can't wait to see Willie's face when you slap the cuffs on him.
Alright, looks like we got everybody. Am I wrong? Did I miss someone? Oh, yeah, this is this dude hiding behind a truck somewhere. That's another great thing about this game.
Okay,
Is
Yuri.
if you web someone up while they're in
What's
midair, and they smack into something, they get stuck right to it.
Yuri? Yuri! I knew Fisk wouldn't go quietly.
Another one of my favorite things is just how seamless all of the traversal is. Like, between... You can go from swinging to zipping to running up walls, along walls, around corners. Just all seamlessly. It's amazing. No pun intended.
And lock down the airspace.
Yuri, you okay?
Oh god, there he
Next
is.
out of that building, we're gonna lose him.
The wall crawl.
I'm gonna go,
Do your thing. Yes.
He's the day, Willie. Heads up.
Why can't I find the thing?
Hey, where you going?
Well, we're about to get thrown into combat. I'll have to look forward in a second. Build focus by attacking enemies. You do more damage when you have more focus. Increase your combo count to gain focus faster. Earn bonus focus during air
Sorry to
combat.
break it to you, but you do not got this, buddy.
What's Spider-Man doing here?
Oh, thanks for the confidence boost, guys.
So as of right now, we don't really have very many abilities to be able to do a lot of air combat.
I guess this is what they call
The most we can really do in terms of air combat is launch them into the air and then kind of just do stuff like that. later on, once we unlock some more abilities, we'll be able to kind of flesh out the air combat a little bit. And yeet. Oh, alright, relax with the pistol whips, buddy. Oh, this guy's not... This guy wants a little bit more. Alright. The combat at the start is pretty basic, but like I said, we'll flesh that out a little bit. Use focus to heal. The more focus you have, the more you will heal. Press down to heal. Alright.
Down, down, down! Gotta take those shooters out. Are you kidding me?
Web people right down the wall. Beautiful. Is that guy still alive? Well, no. Well, I mean, technically, they're always still alive because Spider-Man doesn't kill, or so they say. Some things we do in this game, let's just say they get pretty close, you know?
I prefer a more direct approach.
I mean, I think we even saw it in that first fight. I grabbed a manhole cover and just threw it right at someone's head. So, you know, not sure how that guy's still alive, but, you know,
Our choppers are taking fire. Looks like Fisk has armed
Spider-Man
men
doesn't
on
have time to
every
think about
floor.
that right now.
He's desperate.
And he's hitting us with
That's some
everything
nice
he's
little
got.
crawling through the
Find
vent
him,
stuff.
end this.
Not yet. We just picked up chatter. They're wiping all their data servers. We need that evidence if we want to put him away for good.
Okay, server room it is.
Hostiles, next floor up.
That's my key. Call from May. Better answer. Hi, Aunt May.
What is all that?
Fire extinguisher right to the back of the head.
Superhero movie. What's up?
I just wanted to make sure we're still on for dinner tomorrow night.
Totally.
I love how his excuse for to Aunt May as to what's going on is, oh, I'm watching a superhero movie.
You do.
Am I going the right way, or is there still... Oh, there's still an enemy down there. Alright.
Whoever shut the hell up.
It's gonna get boring, because I am gonna compliment this game a lot, because I am so in love with it. But yet, another amazing thing is, in almost any other Spider-Man game, I feel like a lot of them struggle to actually make Spider-Man, you know, fun and easy to control indoors. But this game does not have that problem, which I will be able to show you guys after I get rid of these guys. Oh boy, alright. Relax, everyone. Web him right up above the doorway. Beautiful.
Gotta find that server room before
Yeah,
there's
like
no
the
evidence.
camera's easy to control. You run at, you know, a normal speed, and you can just kind of hop over everything.
If I go in this way, they'll destroy all the evidence.
How to get
I should
inside.
look for a sneaky way in. There we go.
Full. Seamless transition into the vent. This is great. Dude, honestly, like I said,
Fisk may be a
I
bad
am-
criminal, but he has
I am
right
aware that I
to
am
nervous.
extremely biased towards this game. Like, I think it's one of the best games on the PlayStation 4.
They're so cute when they're
But-
oblivious.
I can't say enough good things about it, but I just think it is the definitive Spider-Man game.
Is this tech support? I forgot my password.
Well, and we're not getting shot at for this.
Warning. Full deletion imminent.
Stalin, the system's still purging.
I thought the IT
This
guy
game
did
is
my
fun. I
life
love how
out.
bouncy and mobile the controls are. Yeah, definitely. It's like for especially the combat, like just the base like hand-to-hand combat. It took what Arkham did for Batman, and instead of just directly copying it, they made it work more for what Spider-Man is. Like exactly what you said. This is the Batman Arkham for Spider-Man. But like where Arkham is all about, you know, I would say Arkham is more about Batman waiting for the enemies to hit him so that he can counter and, you know, break their arms or whatever the heck he does. Instead of having a direct counter, you have a dodge, which definitely makes more sense for Spider-Man for how, you know, athletic he is and everything. But just using enemies to take out other enemies and stuff like that, like, it's perfect.
Well, there was that time I took down a pompous
Throwing these carts at people. These finishing moves are so awesome.
The scum I kept in check will run rampant.
The slow-mo and like the camera distortion when it hits.
Been a long, tough road, Fisk. Almost sad to see it end.
Mere prelude.
And like once we get a little bit further on and unlock some more combat abilities, there's combat encounters where you literally don't ever need to touch the ground.
An explosion just...
I saw it. Fisk could have the whole place wired. I'm sending in a bomb unit.
I'll make sure no one gets in their way. Kill him, or the boss will kill him! Like the fireworks? We got more where that came from.
And just like the way that the game just takes everything into consideration. Like you saw that I dodged there, and instead of just awkwardly like sliding up against the wall, I dodge onto the wall. The stealth sections are fun, the combat is bouncy and smooth with a lot of room for combinations. Like combining different web gadgets and different attacks and stuff, yeah. Like I said, we're starting from base here instead of a New Game Plus, so we don't have access to any of the gadgets or anything yet, but once you get there, the game opens up so much with the different things you can do.
After them. We'll look for the bombs.
Everyone clear out! Evacuate the building!
I heard more people back that way.
I'll find them.
Spider-Man! We can't move! We're pinned down!
I'll lift it. When you're free, get out fast. If you can
Yeah,
walk...
whenever anyone I know is saying that, oh, you know, I'm thinking about picking up a PS4, or I'm thinking of, you know, branching out, playing some more games, like, what do you recommend? My #1 recommendation is always, especially for PS4 exclusives, is Spider-Man and God of War. Those are the two top ones that I always gravitate towards, because they're just so close to perfect. They are like the closest things you get to perfect, in my
Coming
opinion,
your way.
for their respective, you know, for what they're trying to do.
Could be better.
For
Our
each game.
choppers took a beating. We just had to ground our last one. If Fisk calls in a chopper, we have no one to stop it from landing.
And no one to chase him if he flies away.
Why do I get
My
the feeling
one
that we're
complaint
running
about
all
this
along?
game is when you're trying to like crawl along walls like this in any section other than these event sections, it doesn't work super well. But
Yuri,
when you have so many other fun and fast combat abilities that you can do, I see almost no point in ever actually crawling along the walls. I guess for stealth sections it would probably work a lot better, but I'm sure they'll probably flesh that out and fix it for the sequel, or maybe even for Miles Morales. Gary Lowenthal is such a good Peter Parker. Definitely, dude. After I finished playing through this game, and then, well, I mean, before I had even played any of the DLCs, they weren't even out yet, but I had come to the conclusion that Yuri Lowenthal, which, for those that aren't, you know, aware, he is the voice actor for Spider-Man / Peter Parker in this game. Oh, crap.
Rocket Day or something?
He is my favorite incarnation of Spider-Man in any form of media. Like my favorite portrayal of Spider-Man. Second closely to Tom Holland, who I think is also amazing. But like, even not talking about gameplay, some of the crazy details in this game, like, oh man, there's just so many to choose from. Like, I'm trying to think of
Settle down.
some
I've
crazy
got enough
ones,
for
like,
everybody.
I mean, we'll get to it a little bit later, but, actually, I won't spoil it just yet, but there's so many cool details in the game.
Okay, room is clear. Bomb squad must be somewhere ahead. Hope they're okay. You guys all right?
We were just about to call for backup.
I think I'm it.
Lead the way. We'll be right behind you.
I love the little Easter eggs around the city and Easter eggs in the backpacks and everything. Yeah. Honestly, like, this game is one of the only games I could think of where, you know, collectibles don't just feel like they're padding the game. Like, they actually feel like they, you know, build the world out more. Because, like, especially those things in the backpacks, it's a good way of showing you a lot of the things that Spider-Man went through in the 8 years since he became Spider-Man, but that we obviously aren't directly talked about in the game. And even stuff that he went through as Peter Parker as well. Nope. Alright.
Hey, Yuri. Looks like some of your guys were on Fisk's payroll. Good news is, they were Willie's last line of defense.
That I need.
I'm right outside his office.
Take him down. Now.
Ah, here we go.
With pleasure.
Comic book games have the potential to be the best collectibles because of how much you can dig in. Yeah, exactly. Or how much you can pack in, yeah. This is one of my favorite cutscenes in the game.
Writing your memoirs? Don't forget the hyphen.
Don't forget the hyphen.
Get the chopper.
Let me know how the game audio is. If you guys want to hear more of the voice acting and stuff, I can turn it up a little bit, because
I'm surprised you made it this far.
I think the voice acting is some of the best by far. Again,
Ends now.
my endless compliments of this game continue.
You do know I can still see you, right?
80 years of this insolence.
Game audio is good for me.
Oh, for me? You shouldn't have.
Obviously, like, every portrayal of Spider-Man is like this, but I just love how much of a cocky son of a bitch he is.
It's reloading.
What are you doing?
Good for me, just a tiny bit louder. Alright.
What's wrong, Willie? You seem angry.
I will destroy you.
Move it up a little bit. Let me know how that is. Too loud, still too quiet.
That gave me an opening.
Oh, jeez. Alright. Did you hear about Big Show wanting to play the Kingpin? I did hear about that. I mean, he's definitely got the body type for it. I don't know how it would hold up in like an MCU movie in terms of like his acting chops, but
wrong with this city?
I mean, he's a wrestler, so they're always acting. But,
I was gonna say the same to
wrestling acting is, in my opinion, very different from, you know, Hollywood acting. But I think that would be really cool. We're gonna take care of the lackeys first. Alright, Kingpin, relax, buddy, relax.
Afraid to fight, so fight!
I feel so out of my element with not having, like, any of the gadgets and stuff, because ever since the game first came out, I played one regular playthrough, and then I've been doing new game pluses on top of everything ever since. So I'm not used to being, you know, stripped down to just your bare combat abilities. I think that's good. Alright, sounds good to me.
What do I pay you for? You're out of your depth, boy!
Alright, relax, buddy.
No! I can handle myself!
Oh, alright, buddy. Relax, relax. Let's try this again.
Imbeciles!
Ooh. Oh, I don't want to hit you. I want to hit this guy. Right. So now we just got to worry about him. I love the finishers. They are so good.
You'll die as uselessly as you live!
Take your best shot.
I don't remember this boss fight being this long. Again, like I said, when you've just been stacking New Game Pluses on top of each other and slowly, you know, increasing your damage, and obviously you're not meant to have all your, you know, different combat abilities in this boss fight. But here we go. I like the Kingpin does the Bane lift there, yeah. Photo mode, I think, is one of the greatest things that this game ever did. I'm obsessed with it. I'm not going to be doing it really during this playthrough because, I mean, if we did, literally, no joke, I think I've probably spent more time inside of photo mode in this game than actually playing it. So if we did that, it would probably add, like, almost double the the game time. So I won't be messing around with photo mode too much, but oh, like for instance, one of the cool details I was thinking of that's not really spoilery is when you're out and about swinging throughout the city.
Huh? You know, I think you've got more enemies.
Here,
in
I'll
there
let this
than I do.
cutscene finish. Actually.
You think this will be more than a minor inconvenience?
Whoop, gotta go. Hey, good luck, Willie. I have a feeling you're gonna need it.
Idiot! I'm the one who kept order in this city! 1 month! In 1 month you'll wish you had me back!
The Kingpin is heading to prison. End of an era. I feel like I should celebrate. Maybe take a vacation.
Alright, so we are now officially level 1. 10 hit point increase. And we got some... Oh yeah, I have extra skill points because I got like the deluxe edition of the game or whatever. Skill tree. You have leveled up and earned a skill point. Skill points are awarded when you gain enough experience points, complete missions, and defeat enemies, gain XP, and earn more skill points. Alright. We got web throw. Hold triangle to grab and throw webbed and electrified enemies. They can be tossed into enemies or other walls. We got the perfect dodge. Press circle just as your spider sense turns blue to counter enemies with a web shot to the face. Definitely going to go with that. I mean, I have 6, so I can... This one I love. This is one of my go-to combat maneuvers, so I'm definitely going with that one. Or swing kick. Hold square while in the air to swing kick enemies, send them flying. Throw I don't really use too much. Increased timing window for perfect dodge. I'll definitely unlock that. Perfect hit. I mean, we're going to unlock all of these eventually anyways. It's just kind of... Increased perch takedown range. That's useful. Web throw knocks enemies down during the wind-up. Ooh, that's a good one. Quick zip. Web zip a second time. Air attacks deal additional damage. Air tricks. Oh, jeez. These are all so good. I only have 1 skill point left for now. Let's go with Air Marshal. Oops. Oh, well, whatever. Yeah, but when you're out swinging around the city, here, I could even use the example right now.
Parker, where are you? The committee will be here soon.
When you're
We need
swinging
to run an equipment check.
and, you know, doing
I'm
stuff,
almost there. Blocks
Spidey's,
away.
he's loud, he's, you know, kind of out of breath, like
Guess I'll just
screaming,
do it myself.
whatever.
No,
When you
don't.
actually
It's not safe.
stand still, his voice, well, of course the call went out. But when you're standing still, his voice lines go back to normal.
But sometimes it gets him into
And they
trouble.
interchange like
Better
in the
get
middle
there
of a
before he
sentence.
hurts himself.
I can't hear it right now because of, you know, the way that things have to be for you guys to be able to hear the game audio. So I don't know if any of that actually just worked, but I know that that's how it's supposed to work. On top of Madison Square Garden. Yeah, you can also press the left stick in to dive, gain a bunch of speed. But, yeah, now Spidey needs to get to his real job, so let's see where that takes us. Again, I'm not going to try to, you know, I'm not going to be giving, like, genuine reactions or anything. I've played this game. I've probably played through this game at least 10 times by now. So, I already know what's going to happen, but I love the voice acting. Detail. Yep. That's one of my favorite ones. Like, favorite little just details. And Red Dead 2 did something similar when it came out. I know. But this is the first game that I can think of that really did something like that to such an extent. Because when you think about it, that means that Yuri had to have recorded almost all of his voice lines twice. At least twice. Peter Parker's work.
You started without me.
The grant committee's director will be here soon. It's fine, Parker. I invented this equipment. I think I can handle it.
Otto Octavius.
Power damper. Oh, man. Maybe we should abort.
Not yet.
Hold on! Dr. Octavius, are you okay?
Another setback. But we're close.
Is anyone hurt?
No, it was all my fault.
The energy levels exceeded our expectations. From a certain viewpoint, that's a very positive development.
It doesn't smell very positive.
I assure you, in the next
One game I'm
phase-
disappointed I
Let's not
didn't
get
get the
ahead of
chance to
ourselves.
play it is Ghost of Tsushima.
Is there somewhere else we can discuss this?
Which I mainly haven't played yet because I've
Maybe
been
you should
out
take the rest of
of
the day
work
off,
for the
Peter.
past couple weeks.
But we'll talk later.
I had to get surgery. So I don't really have the money to spend on a new game right now, but as soon as I go back to work, I'm hoping to play Ghost of Tsushima. We might be playing that on stream here. Once that
It was a
happens.
disaster. How could the dampener have failed? I know Doc said take the day off, but
But here we
have to
get our
figure out
first
what went wrong.
introduction to some light puzzle elements
you are
here.
in bad shape, little guy. Let's see what's wrong with you.
Yeah, I forgot the tablet's right next to it. Typically, in all of my New Game Plus playthroughs, I usually just skip the puzzles. Just because I appreciate them. I don't think they're bad. I just like to get right back to the action. But we can definitely... So let me just... Alright, so we gotta... Make sure everything connects, basically. Pass through there. Down. Another straight that way. Oops. Another corner. And another corner.
Got it.
Beautiful. I like these puzzle elements. Makes me feel smart. Like I said, I definitely appreciated them on my first playthrough, but usually on a lot of my New Game Plus playthroughs, I usually just have the option. There's an accessibility option to give you the option to be able to skip them, which is usually what I do. Every now and then I'll stop and do a couple of them, but So I'm probably already doing this wrong, but whatever. Can I? Yeah. No, I'm already doing this wrong. Okay. So that way. We will go this 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 way. Oh no, no, not with this. Not with this piece. We won't. This way. Then that way, right? Yeah, beautiful. 13 out of 10. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not a 13 out of 10. Okay. Now it could possibly be a 13 out of 10, but yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. And there we go.
Nice. Okay, what next?
At some point, I don't. Oh yeah, okay.
And now rebalance
So
the voltage.
now we have the voltage at the actual voltage at the top and the target voltage. And going through, the green ones will make the voltage go up, the red ones will make the voltage go down, so you just kind of have to make sure. And these parts that you throw in will have +1, +2, -1, you know, whatever. So you just want to make sure that we're doing everything correctly. +1, and then, or actually no, my bad. We want another +2 here. So now we're at the target voltage. Now we just gotta finish off the puzzle, and there we go.
Finished.
Success, beautiful. Now we got the arm all fixed up.
Let's see if that worked.
And now
What is new?
it's got full range of motion once again.
Doc's been testing new
After
materials for
testing
the prosthetics.
materials, so we're
He
gonna go
asked me
over
to
here.
review his work if I had
Is the
time.
other type of puzzle
We'll dig in
element.
now.
This one's a little bit easier, a little bit more straightforward.
Doc was
You're just trying to get the lines to match up. So your goal is to identify an unknown substance by its spectrum. Move the cursor. You basically just want to move the cursor, grab these, and place them to have these sections line up. Pretty straightforward. They get harder as the game goes on. They'll start splitting them up in slightly weirder ways.
Polymer
And
composite.
I believe, if I
Strong,
remember
but there's
correctly,
a
there's
lot of
also ones
impedance.
that are like,
Better tell Doc to keep looking for other
they're like
materials.
phantom lines or something like that. I don't know. We'll get to them eventually. My other job, exit the lab. All right.
I
So
should
that's,
get out of here before I screw
we're
things up
done
for
doing
Doc
real
again.
work for now. So let's get to Spider-Man work. But guys, as a reminder, all summer long we are raising money for Extra Life, which is a charity that raises money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And now more than ever during the pandemic, they could use our help again now more than ever. And of course, it's also a very important cause to me to be able to help these kids because my father passed away of cancer 17 years ago now, almost to the day. So, any way that I could help out kids possibly going through the same thing, it would just mean a ton to me, and that's why I love doing this every year. So, if you guys would like to help out, if you can, please consider donating to help us reach our goal of raising $1,000 for the kids. There'll be 2 links coming up in the chat right now. The first one is the direct donation link. It'll take you right to the Extra Life website, right to my page, so you can donate directly to our goal for our hospital, which is Penn State Children's Hospital in Hershey, Pennsylvania. And the second link is going to be for if you would like to buy custom t-shirts. They're over in the corner over there, or I think it's that way because the camera's flipped. But they're available in a bunch of different sizes, colors, styles, cuts, you name it. They're also available in tank tops to keep you warm all summer long. I don't know about anywhere else in the States or around the globe, but here in the Northeast, we've been having a pretty muggy, humid summer, so those tank tops definitely will come in handy, keep you cool. And the shirts are all available in kid sizes as well, so you can fit the whole family and help the kids along the way. if you can't donate, then we would appreciate you guys sharing the stream around, asking, you know, friends, family, neighbors if they would like to donate, stuff like that.
Prosecutor? Maybe an award-winning reporter with decades on the job like me.
But
No.
even just the support of you guys watching, hanging out in the chat is also fantastic, and we really appreciate your support either or any way that you can show it. But back to the game, and as you guys noticed as I was going on about Extra Life there, J. Jonah Jameson is basically a podcaster in this game, which I think is hilarious.
That I need a break from their crap.
He's basically like
Fair enough.
Alex Jones,
So,
if you guys
why'd you
know
call?
who that is.
Need a date to
He's
the
like a
recent
conspiracy theorist
You got a black and
podcaster,
white suit?
basically.
fall?
That's
No
exactly what
policy
J. Jonah
anyway.
Jameson is in this
We
game.
spent too much integrating Oscorp surveillance tech.
Worth it though, right?
It was. Until an hour ago. When the system went down. Citywide. Every tower.
How?
They tell me someone sabotaged the central server, and now all the towers are offline.
Inside job?
Maybe. I'll figure it out later. Right now, we need to get the towers back online. Fast.
And you called me? Aw, that's sweet.
I called someone
Spidey's
I
suit's
could
all
trust.
messed up.
Plus, the signals are scrambled, and we have no idea how to fix it.
Ooh. I love a challenge.
You break it, you buy it.
I thought you trusted me.
Another thing is, like I was saying, they fit all of the
Take a look
collectibles
at this tower.
into the narrative somehow and make it so that it's not
Input bands have been shifted.
like just some random thing that you're doing. So for instance, for like for these towers, a lot of people would just see a tower and be like, oh, you know, you gotta get to these towers to uncover the map. How original. Far Cry's been doing it for years. Almost every Ubisoft game has something similar.
Whatever you did.
But again, don't want to spoil anything for later in the story, but I just love the way that it fits into the narrative. There's a reason that all of these are
I'm seeing
offline,
all
let's
crime
just say.
data in the area now.
And it totally fits into the narrative, and you don't think about it until you get to that point in the story, and it clicks, and you're like, oh,
I'm on it.
alright. But yeah, so once we have the towers online, in that region we can then see active crimes, and other collectibles around the world, which we'll see here in a second.
Do it. Watch my back.
So these guys are trying to do a B&E. But,
Pretty sure these guys didn't forget
good
their
old
keys.
Spidey has something to say about that. Right, so enemies with melee weapons block most attacks, but are vulnerable to air launch attacks, webs, and throwables. We're just gonna launch this dude up in the air, send him flying, throw a cardboard box at these guys. Spider Cop, dude, that's coming up, dude. I love Spider Cop. One thing that I really want Insomniac to do for the sequel is I really want them to double down on the Spider Cop thing and make it an actual suit. Like, that would complete Spider-Man 2 for me whenever it comes out. Oh, this guy's still going. This guy still wants to fight. Sent him right over the van. I think he's still going. I think he's still... Well, now he's not. But he was. he was still trying to get up and fight for more.
Okay, wrapped up.
Thanks for that.
Oh, we
Now
don't
I'm
have
seeing an
the
assault
charge
near
jump
you.
yet. Okay.
You're in luck,
That
Yuri.
makes sense.
Your favorite tough but lovable, grizzled, seen too much detective is in town.
What? No. You promised you wouldn't do that any...
Spider Cop.
Please, no.
Oh, wait. Now that I'm looking at a fire escape, here's one of my favorite things in this game. The attention to detail. Just to make Spider-Man do that to get up a fire escape. Like, unless a glitch happens usually, like, there is no reason your momentum should ever stop. As long as you're holding in the swing button. Which is amazing. Because the swing button is also, while you're on the ground, the sprint button. So, your momentum just carries through no matter what you're doing.
Leave me alone!
Keep it quiet, lady.
Don't touch me! Help! Help! Police!
Get away from her.
Yo, let's make this possible. Man, this is gonna hurt.
Oh boy, alright. The voice actor for Spider-Man and Yuri are married. Which really explains the chemistry between the two. I remember finding that out like maybe a couple of weeks after the game came out, and I was like, that totally makes sense. I also find it funny that the voice actor for Spider-Man is named Yuri, and he's married to the voice actress who plays Yuri in Spider-Man. That's my go-to combat move, is that swing kick. Alright, save the hostage before time runs out. Use the left stick to aim and R1 to disarm. Nice.
All clear, ma'am.
I knew Jameson was wrong about you. You're a little
The only
weird,
other real
but
complaint
you
I
got a
have
good
about this
heart.
game is,
Have you got
especially like right when you come out of
I can take
combat
care
or
of
like
myself.
come out of swinging,
sure
Spider-Man
you
always
can,
kind of does this
but
weird
just in
like
case,
crouch
there's a
walk,
place called
crouch
the
walk
Feast
thing that he
Center.
does, where he's
Seen
like
it.
always
I
has
don't
his
want
hands out
to.
real weird.
We got the best
And I
feast
kind of
house
wish
in
there
the
was an
city,
easier way to
hands
transition
down.
just into a regular walking animation,
used
so that
to
he
make
wasn't always
those.
just kind of
Haven't had any
what's
in
the
a long
word?
time.
Prancing around
check
maybe
it
is the
out.
word. I don't think that's the word I'm looking
Thanks.
for, but
Spider guy.
It's Spider.
it's like Doctor
Man.
Strange casting Benedict Cumberbatch and Benedict Wong,
Should be able to spot the next
the
tower
latter of
from
whom
up there.
plays Wong. Yep, pretty much. Well, the game wants us to wall run, but
From his elevated position.
I'm an elevated position.
Spider
Spider
Cop
Cop
spies
spies
his
his destination.
Second surveillance tower.
Are you narrating yourself?
What?
I don't even need to hear the voice
Of course
acting to
not.
just laugh at it.
The chief never did understand Spider Cop. Thought he was a loose cannon.
Already regretting this.
Bet I can modify these towers to track more than just
The
criminals.
wavelength. There we go. I haven't quite decided what exactly I want this playthrough to be. I don't know if I want to do like a full like 100% like get all the collectibles, unlock all the suits
Score.
type thing,
Towers are
or
picking
just
up all
play
kinds
through the
of
main
RFID
story and maybe
signals
that's
now.
it. I
Including
really haven't
nearby.
decided yet, but
What is that?
we'll see. Like I said, this game is so fun to just actually, like, it's actually fun and not a chore to just go around and grab the collectibles while you're going. So, who knows?
Oh,
But yeah, here's the
wow.
first of the
Real
backpacks we were talking
backpacks
about.
from high school. Forgot I attached tracking dots to these.
It also makes me laugh to think that, there's like, how many backpacks are there in the game? Like 30 or 50? It makes me laugh that Spidey bought that many backpacks throughout high school and college and just threw them around the city. Let's see. Does it say, is there like a way to see the whole map? No. Okay. First date menu.
The menu for my first
Menu
real
for
date
my
with
first
MJ.
real date with MJ.
Wish I could have afforded someplace fancier. But she didn't seem to mind.
This is another thing with these things. Like, they could have easily just had you pick it up and just show the picture of it. But you can, like, actually pull up, like, the full, like, model and rotate it around and just look for things. Like, so awesome. Peter just keeps losing backpacks. Well, makes you realize why the dude is struggling to pay rent. He's bought, like, 50 backpacks.
Part spider.
I mean, come on, Pete. We're gonna armed robbery.
Open the safe. Do it.
Hey, fellas.
Ah!
Hey, fellas.
Spider-Man! Shoot him!
I just love how the one guy tries to make a break for it. Boom. Here comes back up.
More of them? Guys, if you work this hard at a legit job,
But that
you
guy
wouldn't
at
need
the
to be
door.
criminals.
Oh, camera kind of cut out there because we got too close to the car, but that's one of my favorite finishers. Spidey basically does like
All right, Yuri.
a Hurricane
Let's
Rana.
repair the last Chinatown tower now.
Don't you mean Spider Cop's gonna repair it?
Been doing a
The
little
one guy just
thinking here.
realizes he should run away.
Policing's a
Yeah.
young man's game.
Honestly, that's
Spider
pretty much
Cop?
the best defense
Well,
against Spider-Man is
he's
to
no
just run
spring
away.
chicken.
But I mean, even then,
Going where I
he's
think
gonna
you're
catch you.
going.
I mean,
As of today,
you're running, he
Spider
can
Cop
swing
is
after you and
officially
do all this
tied.
crazy stuff.
Oh, thank God.
Sprint up
They're
skyscrapers.
drunk.
We'll all drink tonight, Yuri.
Oops.
Drink to the
There we go.
memory of Spider Cop's tireless... Yuri? Yuri, you
Again, yet
there?
another amazing feature is that you can
Guess the emotion
actually,
of the moment overwhelmed her.
you can actually, with the left, or, well, I was going to say left trigger, but L2, you can actually kind of slow down time for a second and aim, and then get a nice little targeted web zip in, so that you can kind of pick out where exactly you want to go.
Not good. Can't have people
Can't
taking
have people taking
pictures
pictures of my 3 chest hairs.
Tools I
Since
need
we
for
won't
suit
get to it
repair
for a
at the
while, and
lab.
it's not really that big of a spoiler,
Wonder if Dr.
there
Octavius
is
left
one
it there.
suit in the game where Spidey actually is shirtless, and on the character model, there is only 3 chest hairs. Like, just stupid little details like that that almost
how did it
nobody
go with
would
the
think
committee? I'm
to
so
look
sorry I
for or
screwed
think
things
to
up.
put in the game. They actually
Peter.
did, just off of
They're
like
just
one
nervous and
throwaway
afraid to
voice
try
line.
'em. They'll calm down. They always
So
do.
amazing.
Should I head back to the lab for cleanup?
No. I'm stepping out for dinner anyhow. We'll resume tomorrow. Short break, then back to creating the
But we
future.
did level up, so I should heavily invest that skill point. I'm actually going to invest it into... Where am I looking for? I'm going to invest it into air tricks, so...
Bob,
Now
I
when we're
saw that
swinging
man's
along.
optimism. Sounds like he's left the lab for the day.
Hey, what's up,
Good time to
Blitzer?
work on my suit in private.
Or should I say... it was Caleb, right? Again, I apologize if that was wrong. I am horrible with names, but... I hope that was right. Otherwise, I'm going to feel really bad. Yeah, now we can just do flips and stuff while we're swinging through the city, and it gives us XP every time we do it. Pretty useful for leveling up when you're a low level, just to... Kaden, but it's close enough. I apologize, but regardless, welcome to the stream, man. Spider-Man is a former WCW superstar. Human Spider versus Bonesaw.
Looks like Doc's gone for the night.
There actually is
Time to
a
sneak in some
like a
Spider-Man.
wrestling attire suit in this
We're
game.
trying to improve the prosthetics
Oh, wait.
hardware.
I don't think I
We
didn't need
should
to do
review
this
what
right now.
Doc's been developing and double check his work.
This is just like, if you want to, you can go back and complete more puzzles as you go if you want. You get XP for it and different, you know, tokens and stuff which you use to unlock suits and stuff like that, which we'll get to in a little bit. But here, actually, let's look at this.
Doc's made huge breakthroughs his whole career, but he's always been upstaged.
The
Usually
advanced
by Oscorp.
mechanized prosthesis.
This time, it's going to be different.
Repair suit. I started watching WWE 2016, but my love for wrestling started with the original Spider-Man movie.
Parker! Dr. Octavius,
I actually read somewhere that apparently, I don't know if the fact is true or not, but apparently
What are you working on?
Oh, just a side project.
the original Spider-Man movie was actually the Macho Man's last elbow drop ever recorded on camera, which is crazy.
It's you.
I don't know what
Oh,
you're...
come on, Parker. It's obvious.
Let me explain.
I only wish you told me sooner.
I wanted to, but I was afraid that if word got out, my family might be in danger.
Yes. I guess if you design his equipment, you're bound to be a target too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry. Your secret's safe. Well, I'll leave you to it.
Halo 3 is now on PC, I believe. Yeah, I think it came out for the Master Chief Collection well, I think when they come out on Master Chief Collection, I think you can just buy them separately as well, but check your email, Otto. But yeah, I know it's part of the Master Chief Collection as of at least a couple of weeks ago. There was a legit wrestler that was based on Spidey called Arachnaman. I've never heard of that, but
This isn't how Doc fires me.
I might have to look into it. Check your emails. All right.
Peter,
Subject, just a thought. Peter, the revelation of your second job as Spider-Man
Spider-Man
suit crafter, is that the right term? Is a reminder of the good
term?
man and partner you are. No matter how
Is a
hard you work, you
reminder
still
of
find time to
the
help
good man
others.
and
I hope you don't
partner.
mind, but I noticed the suit was
No matter
damaged.
how
With
hard
the
you
liberty
work, you still
of sketching out
find
my own
time to help
improvements,
others.
attached are a few ideas I had on
I
how you can
hope you
enhance
don't
his
mind.
suit and help
I
protect
noticed the
Spider-Man,
suit was a
who
bit
does so much for the
damaged.
city. Looking forward to the
And I
incredible
took the
work that we
liberty
are
of
doing
sketching
and
up
changing
some
the
of
world
my own
together. Your partner or
improvements.
friend, O.
Attached are a few ideas I had on how you could enhance his suit and
Bonsai
help
is
protect Spider-Man, who does so much
ready.
for the city. Looking forward to the incredible work that we are doing
He was
and
played by
changing the
Brad
world
Armstrong.
together.
Nice.
White spider, huh?
According to Dr. Carla, softens research. Higher contrast leads to slower visual processing. Should give your other employer a slight advantage in combat. See graphs. Armored carbon fiber compound. Carbon fiber weave. You can now use your tokens to create the advanced suit. Complete side missions and citywide activities to earn tokens. Press X to continue. Hold to craft the advanced suit. New suit and new suit power unlocked. Use the suit power menu to swap back and forth. Suits can also be upgraded with suit mods and equip suit mods. Complete side missions and activities to unlock suit powers, and suit mods. Use tokens to create suit mods. Suit mods increase your utility and boost your offense and defense. Marvel threatened to sue, so WCW dropped the gimmick. Nice. You can equip 3 suit mods at a time to stack bonus
That
effects.
should do it.
I will say my only complaint about the advanced suit, I think it's beautiful, but I wish that the... I mean, I'm sure it was done... I don't know if it was done purposefully or not, but I do wish that the blue and... the red and blue were a little bit more, like, vibrant. A little bit more poppy. They are a little bit more faded than most of the other suits in the game. I'm not sure if it was on purpose, like I said, but I still think it looks beautiful. But actually, once we get out of this cutscene and get the opportunity to be able to change our suit again, I'm going to ask you guys what suit we should use. If we should stick with the advanced suit, or if we should go with a couple of the other ones. But I do love this suit. I love almost every suit in the game, to be honest, but... This is technically the canon suit.
New suit, same old
And
me.
right back into gameplay we go. So we now have unlocked the DLC, which we're not going to play through right now. Maybe once we finish the main story. I'm just going to try to gather some XP and stuff. We'll mess around with these radio towers and what have you.
Spider-Man, I think I figured out how Fisk's men are keeping his
We
racket
have figured
from
out how Fisk
construction
racketing
sites.
construction
Wasn't that
sites.
shut down when he was arrested?
No, it's one of his legitimate businesses. Multiple investors. We can't
Yeah,
act
actually,
without...
alright. So, let's see. What suits do we have unlocked right now? This is to find all the backpacks. So we have Velocity, we have the Iron Spider from Infinity War, we have Spider-Punk, which is one of my personal favorites. And then we have Classic Suit Damage and Advanced Suit. And then we have these free DLC ones. The Raimi Web Suit, Bombastic Bagman, Future Foundation, Upgraded Suit from Far From Home, and the Stealth Suit from Far From Home, aka Night Monkey. If you guys have any personal preference, I'd love to hear it. Personally, I'm leaning kind of towards Spider-Punk, but use Raimi suit. Future Foundation suit is sexy. It really is. All right, well, we'll swap around. We'll start with the Raimi suit. I actually like the... Okay, so I'll require this. Might as well. Gadget attacks generate focus, even though we don't have any gadgets. Reduce incoming melee damage and increase the range of the AR scanner. So,
Oz.
But now you've got that, right?
That's why I'm hoping you can keep an eye on the locations. Tell me if you see anything
there's definitely a lot of
suspicious.
stuff that we can get into
I'll be
here.
your nosy neighborhood
In terms of,
Spider-Man.
you know, side stuff, collectibles, towers, tokens, you name it. Did I go too high or am I too low, or what's the problem here? Oh, okay, it's right there.
Available units need response to a break-in.
See what's in this backpack. Thing 19 with edge. Arm webs.
My
I really hope that
arm
they
webs.
put these in Spider-Man 2.
Thought they might help me glide short distances, but they never really worked. Looked cool though.
Raimi might be the most iconic suit for Spidey, at least for me. I'd say of the movie suits, probably. Or the only other thing I can think of in terms of movie suits is the Iron Spider one might edge it out just because of how much of box office juggernauts Infinity War and Endgame were. But people definitely still are nostalgic for the Raimi suit, and I got to admit, it does look incredible in this game.
My loyal listeners, brushheads.
Let's stop a crime here.
Never quite understood why. Will
Nap time.
Man.
So, we're all going to jail. Where I bet you'll be as good at breaking
Oh
out
yeah, I
as
forgot
you
there's
were at
bonus
breaking in.
objectives. Okay, well, we're gonna have to watch out for that, because those bonus objectives will give us extra tokens if we complete them. So we'll definitely watch out for that. Right. Did we level up again? Or am I crazy? No. Okay.
Attention unit. Kidnapping
Pretty
reported.
close though. So.
Incident is ongoing near Union Square. Please
Play
copy.
next to an edge. Who should I fight?
New York's noisy, but my mask can zero in on muffled sounds. The kind of tied up.
Is Eddie
kidnapped
Guerrero
victim
in that
might
game?
make.
In 19? I believe that he is, but I'm gonna go with Eddie Guerrero if he's in that game. Pretty sure he is, but
I think we have
here
a
we're
winner.
looking for a kidnapped
Come
citizen.
on out. Stretch your legs.
He's gonna come out and be like, hey,
I do not like
they were
small
over there.
spaces. Oh no. They're
Or,
back.
actually, no, I think they come to you. Yeah, they do. Alright. Right on the awning of that shop. Sorry, shop owner. Oh, here it is. There, crucifix and scissors. That's another thing I love is like, I think it was really only part of his origin story when they started the Ultimate Comics in like the late 90s, early 2000s. But I love that like some of the finishers clearly incorporate like that, you know, wrestling background. Spidey with that cruiserweight flippy shit, exactly. Edge versus Drew for the WWE title. Hell yeah, man, that sounds like a hell of a match. Alright, so this is gonna be our first, I actually think we might unlock our first web gadget here, which
There's
is
a lot of
good.
guys here who aren't exactly constructing.
What are they doing?
If I remember it correctly.
I want to go find
We
out.
unlock the impact web here.
Huh, just got a text from Doc. Looks like he attached an idea for a Spidey gadget. Man, does he ever stop inventing?
Open gadgets. Craft the impact web. Yeah, so we'll also get tokens to upgrade our gadgets, which means we'll have to do a lot of side stuff.
Looks like it could work.
Are you playing with that suit just for me? I'm not, but I mean, you could, if you want to think about it that way, you can.
Awesome.
Basically, as soon as I got the opportunity to be able to change the suit, I just asked what everybody wanted, and the first thing I saw in the chat was the Raimi suit. So, but we're definitely gonna be switching around. But also, what's up, Tyler? Oh, we can't yank enemies into the air yet, so
Literally didn't see that coming.
somehow we still haven't. Now we're discovered. There we go.
I see him.
Whoop. Well, that didn't help anybody, but I performed 10 finishers, led 5 enemies to walls. That should be pretty easy. Now, I say as I completely screw it up. I'm used to the impact thing definitely launching before that. Okay, there's one.
Got something for you. He can't take us all. I can't punch him if he's in
No.
the air.
trying to get this dude as close to a wall as I can. There we go. There we go. Oh no, that guy's not webbed up enough. Let's do the battle focus thing.
Knock him out.
Spider-Man, turns out we've busted
Do
4
a
illegal
finisher
firearms
quick.
dealers within a 3-block radius
Whoa.
of that site.
Gun running.
Got some more
Let's see what I
impact
can do to
web.
cut down this
We unlock
clock.
spider drones as well.
What are we supposed to do against that?
Trying to web you people to walls. Can you, like, calm down? There we go. Okay, so that's webbed 5 enemies to walls. Now we just gotta do some finishers. We just absolutely threw that guy off the side of the building, which, if I get the opportunity to, I'll try to show it to you guys. They actually coded in a detail where if you, like, throw someone off the side of the building, since Spider-Man doesn't kill, they'll actually get webbed to the side of the building. I'll actually see if, when this is over, if we can see him stuck to the side of the building down there. We're gonna activate our suit power again.
Dang, looks like they called their buddies.
We got snipers. Tyler's playing with it for me. No, Josh, I know how much you love the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Oh, hey, more guys. Welcome to the party.
I do
House
love the
rules.
Tobey Maguire
Keep your shoes
Spider-Man.
at the door.
I just,
Unless you're not
you
wearing
know,
socks, in which case, buy your socks already.
love Tom Holland a little bit more. Oh, Josh knows how much I love the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Okay. Well, yeah, I do know how much you love Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. But you know what else I know?
Busted high.
Everything. Alright. Quit it with the pistol whip, alright, my dude? Hold up.
Get down here and fight like a man.
Anyone want to surrender? No?
Hopefully I can get enough. The suit power charged up enough to do the. I only need to do one more demo, so it shouldn't be too bad. We got some shock batons. Beautiful. All right, so we got our bonus objectives done. We do with a rocket launcher right there, which is no good.
Here comes the pain.
Okay, see, that was perfect. So I threw that dude off the side of the building. They get webbed to the side of the building, so that Spider-Man doesn't kill them, which is nice. It's stupid little details like that that literally no one, except for actual, like, legitimate fans of Spider-Man would think of. Like, I doubt any regular person playing this game would be like, hey, wait, Spider-Man doesn't kill. What happens if I throw someone off the side of the building? Whoa! I hope they add the Andrew suit in the next Peter Parker game.
Place is locked down, Captain.
See, that was one thing that I've been thinking about recently is, like,
Someone finally reported shots fired, so I've got officers inbound.
I don't want to spoil
Good
it,
work.
but there's definitely a new subsect, like, there's going to be new suits in the game, obviously. So
Fisk has more
I'm
construction
wondering
sites
if
throughout
they're
the
going to
city.
keep
Vetting
all of the
their
suits that are
fronts,
already in this
too.
game
Keep
and
an
just
eye
add
out.
on, or if they're
Report
going to
if you see anything
pull a bunch of
suspicious.
them out to fit the new ones in, which, I mean, I understand that
If I'm gonna find all
as a
of Fisk's
developer,
construction sites,
you do
I
not
should
want to have to,
recalibrate
you
my
know,
mapping
mess
software
around
to
with
be
like
more
70
accurate.
different suits
Using a
at that
depth
point,
map
because what, I think
post-process on photos of
with this
popular
game,
landmarks
including all the
should do it.
DLC,
And I know just the one to start
plus the
with.
free suits they added afterwards, I think there's like 50-some suits in this game, or somewhere close to that. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but does it say somewhere in here? It just says 25% complete. But I mean, well, what, there's 5 in a row, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So 39 suits. Okay, I definitely exaggerated, but beautiful, beautiful. So what? 39 suits plus you imagine that you're gonna get at least like probably 10 more in the new game. Like, do they really want to have to bother, especially on PS5, going back and retexturing and upgrading the assets for them and stuff? Which, like, I would absolutely love if they did that. Don't get me wrong, but also I, you know, wouldn't be surprised if they removed some. You know.
Good old Empire State. Man, I love this town. Time to grab a snapshot.
Did that bad guy just say, "Here comes the pain"? I have no idea. I can't hear the game. Basically, the way that the PlayStation 4 works, for some unknown reason,
Map should be
is
recalibrated.
if you plug a headset in,
Haven't done much photography since quitting the Bugle.
any of the audio
How
that
much
is
I
going
enjoy
to the
it.
headset
Keep an eye out for
is
more
no longer
landmarks to
going through
shoot.
HDMI, which means that you guys, since, you know, it's being recorded through HDMI, you guys wouldn't be able to hear any game audio. So, when I'm streaming or recording anything, I have to just hear nothing,
it's Mr.
because
Lee.
I also have the TV
Hello?
turned down all the way,
Peter,
because I don't want it to
Lee.
echo into the microphone.
I just wanted to let you know
So,
we need a little extra
anything
time to get
audio
set up
related,
the
I have,
party.
other
guess
that's
the
not
cake delivery
subtitled,
is
I have no
stuck in
idea.
traffic.
Oh, sure thing. Just let me know when you're ready and I'll swing by.
Great. Talk to you soon.
Whee!
Okay, got some time to kill. Let's see what's happening out in the city.
Alright. So, let's see what we can do here. So, to have faster refill, we need one more crime token. To have an increased maximum shot, we need 2 more crime tokens. And we need another backpack token. Alright. Got a new side mission. Let me go get this tower over here. Oh wait, skills. Alright, so we got... Definitely going to do Hazard Zone, that one's pretty useful. And then I'm also going to do the Web Zip a second time. We got another crime happening over here. Are they on the roof, or no? They're in the...
Wouldn't be New York without a seedy
All right,
drug
web
deal.
throw 3 objects at enemies. You ain't gotta tell me twice.
Oh, come on, fellas. You can't keep ducking income
I'm
tax
gonna
like
combo
this.
with 10 or more. Easy. Beautiful.
Hi, Mr. Muggins. If this is about the rent...
Ooh. Oh,
Mr. Parker, this call serves as your third and final warning. Eviction proceedings.
Wait, I get paid.
Eviction
Beautiful.
proceedings will start Friday unless full payment is received by close of
alright,
business.
so that's 3 crime tokens, so now we can upgrade our gadgets a little bit. I'm gonna upgrade just the base web shooters. They're pretty important. I'll upgrade the increased gadget slot capacity. Now we need 4 crime tokens for another big refill on this. Another, and these impact webs are pretty important as well. Backpack token and some crime tokens.
Good day.
And descramble this. If Miles is coming with the original Spider-Man game, like I'm hearing, they might... It's possible, but if Miles is a standalone game, I think he'll have his own set of suits. Well, with the rumor of Spider-Man PS4 getting a remastered or whatever version, PS5 version, with Miles Morales, I think that might just be a misquote from a developer, because with all this talk that they've been giving about, like, oh, you know, almost all PS4 games should be backwards compatible with PS5, and that, you know, of, like, those, like, you know, the top 100 most played PS4 games will run better on PS5, or, you know, all that stuff. Spider-Man has to be one of the most played PS4 games. I mean, it's one of the highest selling PS4 games, so I assume by math, you know, like, just because of math, that it's probably one of the most,
Set for the party
like,
whenever
the
you're ready.
highest
Cool, I'm on my
or
way.
longest played games as well. So, I don't understand why they would lock a PS5 version of the game behind having to buy Miles Morales. I think maybe that... I mean, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Either way, like, I'm getting Miles Morales, so if it's the case that it only comes with Miles Morales, whatever, I'll still be excited. But I think it would probably be
old-fashioned B&E.
a lot more consumer-friendly and a lot more attack 3 enemies from behind and web 3 enemies to the wall. So we're gonna impact web, boop. Impact web. No, well, that guy didn't go to a wall. That guy's in a wall now. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Attack enemies from behind. So we gotta attack, boom, boom. Attack, boom, boom. Attack, boom. Oh no, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Boom. Hey, 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 buddy. Relax, 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 everyone. Relax, relax. There we go. Alright, now we just can get rid of these guys. Yeah, I think it would make a lot more sense if this game was just backwards compatible with PS5.
Attention units. Report received of a narcotics sale in progress. Reported location is Murray.
Apologies if the stream goes offline, guys. My internet's been being really stupid the past couple days. Malfunction, yeah, my bad. Spider-Man PS4 will be playable on PS5. We might just need to buy a separate disc. I don't know. I'm hoping we'll hear more details about how PS5's backwards compatibility actually works pretty soon. Because,
Captain Watanabe gave me
there's
her
a rumor
cell
that
number
we're
if
supposed to be
she
getting a
finally decided to
PlayStation
trust
State of
me.
Play
She's
at
risking a
the
lot.
beginning of August.
If anyone
So,
finds out
well,
she's
it is the
helping me,
beginning of
she'll
August
lose her
now, but
job.
within the first, like, 2 weeks of August, we should be getting a State of Play. I'm hoping we hear more about, you know, how backwards compatibility will work, because I'm assuming that has to, like, that State of Play has to be the, like, hey, here's a price, here's when you can pre-order. Like, I feel like it has to be not even as much about games as it is, like, what does the... Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like it should be like, oh, what does the UI look like? How is backwards compatibility actually going to work? Which of these games are going to actually perform better on PS5 instead of just straight up being the PS4 version of the game? And, like, how does that work? Do you need to buy a new disc? Does, you know, if you just download it to your console, does it just work? Does it need a patch? Like, all this kind of stuff. Like, that's the stuff I want to hear about at this point. Even with the games that they've shown so far, they've already sold me... I mean, honestly, I'm a PlayStation fanboy. They sold me on the console before they even showed a single game for it. But, like...
Hold up. Who wants a picture?
Air launch 3 enemies. Okay, now we just need to combo. There we go. Yeah, so they sold me on the console before they even showed a game. And now at this point, now that we know about Spider-Man Miles Morales coming on launch day, presumably, Gran Turismo 7, Horizon Forbidden West, Ratchet and Clank, and, like, all the other stuff that they showed at that thing, like, I personally am good on hearing about games for right now. Like, the only other games that I think we need to see are other games that are going to be there on launch day or, like, within the first couple weeks. So, like, I'm sure at the next State of Play we'll probably see the new Call of Duty game.
That's fantastic.
I mean, I honestly don't know what else. Like, I don't think Sony has anything other from their first-party studios that's going to be ready at launch. Like, I think Spider-Man Miles Morales is the killer app. If there is some sort of remastered version of Spider-Man PS4, I would love to hear about that. And I would love to hear about how they're distributing it and how it works and whatever. I'm sure we'll see maybe a gameplay demo from Spider-Man Miles Morales. But, like, other than that, I want to see the operating system. I want to actually see in real time what this SSD is doing. Like, we've seen it a little bit with certain games, like with Ratchet and Clank Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Like, that's something that is only possible on PS5, like 100%. But I want to see what it means for like for the UI, for loading into a game from the dashboard, from checking your trophies, or from seeing that someone's playing a game on the home screen, hitting join, and seeing how long it takes the game to boot up and go right to that. Because we've heard for a while these things about like these rumors, or I think even Mark Cerny said it in that February event, or maybe that was March, where he was like, the OS is built, or maybe it was from one of the Wired articles even, like, the OS is built so that you can see that your friend is playing a game and just hit join, and within like a second you're in the game with them already. Or like, I want to actually see a demo of that, or I want to see like a quick resume demo of them switching between a bunch of different games and them just loading right up instantly. Like, I want to see stuff like that, and I want to hear about, if they're changing PlayStation Now to maybe compete a little bit more with Xbox Game Pass, or, when can we expect to start getting, free PS5 games with PlayStation Plus, or are they changing PlayStation Plus? There's been a rumor for a while, over the past couple of weeks, that Xbox might be getting rid of Xbox Live Gold, and that you might just be able to play all your games online for free. Would Sony retaliate to that? Would they get rid of PlayStation Plus requirements to play online and just make it so that you're just paying for those free games? I mean, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But, like, that's the stuff that I want to hear about at this point, personally.
Gotta be a special kind
Xbox is screwing themselves with basically every game from Series X being playable on Xbox One. Well, see, that thing...
The police will take it from here.
From what we've seen from that Xbox event last week, or was that 2 weeks ago now? I don't remember. I think it was last week. My thing with that is, like, they were all, like, gung-ho on, hey, every single Xbox Series X game within the first, like, 2 years is coming to Xbox One as well. And obviously PC and Game Pass and all that stuff. Which, again, very consumer-friendly, incredible. But then, from all the stuff that we saw at that Xbox Game Pass, or at that Xbox Games event, all of their first-party stuff, literally the only game that I remember from their big first-party studios that actually had the banner on it that said Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and PC was Halo. And that's because it's a launch title. Forza, I know for a fact, only said Series X and PC. I can't remember the name of it, but that first-person Obsidian RPG that was set in the Pillars of Eternity universe, or whatever, that only said Series X and PC. Fable only said Series X and PC. So it's clear that maybe Halo is probably might be the only first-party game of consequence they have releasing at the launch of Series X. There was a couple of smaller things like that Everwild game, but that's been in development for a while, so that makes sense to launch it on One as well. But, like, out of Halo, Forza, Fable, and that other game, that other big RPG that I was talking about, Forza, Halo, and Fable all said, or not Halo, Forza, Fable, and what is it, Adorned, or whatever the hell it was called, Avowed, I think it was. They all say just Series X and PC. So I think they're more screwing themselves over by having everything on PC more than having everything on Xbox. But although my theory is that might be why Halo kind of, like, the graphics don't look that great, is because it's also in development and has to run on the 3 different versions of Xbox One. Xbox One, Xbox One S, Xbox One X. I think that's another way they screwed themselves without even realizing it earlier in the generation, was with having 3 different versions of Xbox One that are all... Because even Xbox One to One S, I'm pretty sure have slightly different specs. And then, obviously, to One X, that's like their version of the PS4 Pro, so that's vastly different in terms of power and stuff. And then they have Series X PCs to worry about, and then supposedly the less powerful Series console with Series S or Lockhart or whatever they end up calling it. I think they might be shooting themselves in the foot with just having way too many platforms that they've committed to putting these games on. I haven't played Fortnite because I saw... Oh, because I can't afford Xbox Live. So if the rumor is true, that'll be awesome.
All units be advised.
Well, I know
Assault
I
report.
could be wrong. I'm not, honestly not 100% sure. But I'm like 90-something% sure that, at least on PlayStation 4, if a game is free to play, you don't need PlayStation Plus to play multiplayer. I could be wrong, but I'm like 95% sure that that's how it works on PlayStation. And I know that recently Xbox confirmed that they were going to do the same thing, where free-to-play games wouldn't require Xbox Live Gold, but I don't know when that goes into effect, or, you know, whatever. But I need to throw an object at this guy. Come on. There we go. Cardboard box is what did him in. Alright. Well, I love this heated well, I mean, I guess it's really just a conversation I'm having, and I'm very passionate about it. But I do love the conversation we're having, and I hate to cut it off, but I'm going to take a quick break for a couple minutes and grab some food, and then we will be back and continue our playthrough of Spider-Man, which I realize that I have just kind of been swinging around the city for like 15 minutes doing nothing, really, of consequence. But that's the great thing about this game, is that even when you're doing nothing, it still feels like you're doing, one, something of consequence, but you're also having fun, just from swinging around the city, beating up random thug crimes and stuff. But with that being said, guys, give me 1 second, and then we'll head over to the break screen, and I'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes once we get to the break screen. And of course, the thing that I need to pull up to go on break is being annoying. So give me a sec. Technical difficulties, can't avoid them, unfortunately, but we try our best, you know. Okay, come on. Come on, technical difficulties. You're really being, you know, difficult, which I guess is the point of you, but, Alright, now we're going on break. Alrighty, guys, we're back with some more Spider-Man. Also, can we just talk about how cool that screen is? Alright. I see that we disconnected at least once while I was gone, so that's always good. Thanks, Internet. Now we got a car chase. Stop. Well. Left the car without taking damage. Already lost on that one, but. What the hell are you doing? Let's try this again.
Long time no see.
There we go.
Here's your stuff. Well, that's just...
Beautiful.
That's it, huh? I've had worse commutes.
Alright, well, we couldn't stop the car without taking damage, but... Or, well, we could have if I was paying attention, but... Hey, what's up, Rylan? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Tonight, I figured we should start off with some Spider-Man, because today is National Spider-Man Day, apparently. I'm not sure why. I think maybe August 1st was like a release date for one of his first comics, I think. Actually, maybe I can Google it on why is today Spider-Man Day. Why is August 1st Spider-Man Day?
Mr. Lee's probably in the kitchen getting ready for the party.
Alright, well, let's see. It's August 1st, so Marvel fans worldwide are celebrating 58 years of the web slinger for National Spider-Man Day. This occasion honors the creation of the red and blue superhero who was first introduced into the Marvel Comics by the late Stan Lee in August 1962. So, I guess it was, yeah, the first Spider-Man comic to ever released in August of, what did I say it was, 62? Whatever year I just said it was. Yeah, 1962. So I guess that's when Amazing Fantasy number 15 came out, was August of 62. You'd look around, feast, walls when you first get in. I found an Easter egg. I know there's a bunch of Easter eggs in here.
What about my dog?
No problem. But always.
I know somewhere around here there's pictures of developers. Well, it's right here. There's pictures of the dev team. There's... Visitors must register at the office. Peter definitely didn't do that. There's all these paintings, these lockers. There's a bunch of stuff upstairs, too. Dream, hope, believe, dark, or dare, risk, try.